Hey, you want to see a new scam that you shouldn't fall for? I found this because it's in, number one, it's in my personal PayPal, but this is for a domain that I have the registration for. And the email that I use for this, I had originally set up in GoDaddy as the notification email for this domain. And so you need to be aware of what account you're getting things in and what it's supposed to be. Now, if you get an invoice and it says GoDaddy and it has your domain, then you want to make sure that this is absolutely legit. Now, this actually came in on a 10th. I don't check my personal PayPal that often, but I just happen to be in there. And I also happen to be doing my accounting, so I had just seen the invoice from GoDaddy that it was paid in my business account. So this was kind of it really registered with me at the time, but I can see how a lot of people might not notice it and just say, "Oh my god, we got to pay this," and end up paying this scam. So you really got to be on the ball, and if you're getting an invoice, which you should not, from GoDaddy or any other registrar, you should not be getting an invoice. It should just be a receipt. It should be automatically paid. If you have your payments set up through PayPal, it should be automatically paid, or your credit card, whichever. But you should not be getting an invoice for that. And this just happened to coincide, and I'm sure that if they get enough people that it just happens to coincide and they're not on the ball at that time, then you can be out money. And here's the real kicker: is they warn you, failure to pay within a given time frame, the domain delegation will be stopped. And so it is true that if your domain isn't paid, that it can be available to be registered by other persons, but just make sure that you're paying the right people and not some scammers. This is particularly dangerous because in the email, now, never mind that you can see that I got the receipt for that order from GoDaddy, the legitimate receipt, but here I have this invoice and it says it's coming from my domain, and this is the account that it's actually coming from. But in this, it's a legitimate PayPal invoice, and it's from PayPal. It's from service at PayPal. So you're not going to, like other scams, see that it's being sent from a different domain or something like that. This is a legitimate payment instrument, and you paying it's just not going for the service that you're actually paying for. So this is where it's dangerous, because all of the normal tests that you would go through, it passes. Okay, and here where I go to report it, PayPal, you're dropping the ball here. This is ridiculous. Okay, so I've canceled this invoice, but trying to report it, it says unable to complete your request. Can't file a case on this type of transaction. Why? Why can't I file a case on this type of transaction? These people are scamming people. It's insane. Oh, maybe it's because this is a legitimate invoice, but from PayPal, and it's coming from an account, but it's just not a legitimate. It's a scam. It's somebody running a scam using PayPal's platform the way it's intended to be used, but they're using it to scam people, and that's a problem. You should be able to report these.